Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Among the Stars Celebrity Perfume Reviews. Today, I'm very happy to bring a much requested video for you guys, and it is the Cher Llyod Pink Diamond fragrance. Now, this is her very first fragrance, and from what I know, the only fragrance that she has out so far. As it's, it says on the box, it just says Cher Llyod Eau Toilette 1.7 ounce. It only came out in the 1.7 ounce. I've heard people call this pink diamond, probably because like the bottle itself is a very large pink diamond. It's on Fragrantica as pink diamond, but I'm not 100% sure if it really is called pink diamond. I think that's just it's just easier to call it pink diamond because like we wouldn't have called Selena Gomez's Selena Gomez the purple dress or whatever. Like, I just think it got called pink diamond with all like the pink diamonds on the side and the bottle and everything. It only came out in the 1.750 ml, only available in the UK at, I believe, the Perfume shop is where it was launched at. From what I know, it was never actually available here. I got mine from one of my friends, and you guys probably saw it on the thank you video I did for him. But the thing that bothers me about this fragrance, and I kind of said it when I did my review, or when I did my thank you video, is this is very similar to another fragrance I have, which I will show you. But let me read off the notes for you guys, and then I will read off the notes of the other fragrance that it matches. So it is Cher Llyod, a sweet and fruity floral fragrance encased in a unique pink diamond. Dominating top notes of golden quince, cassis, exotic kiwi, mixed with confident middle notes of jasmine petals, white chocolate, orchid, osiris root, leaving you with the base notes of creamy musk, vanilla pod, and Indian sandalwood, lingering in your skin and leaving a scent with the vibe. Okay. So, not gonna lie to you guys. It smells almost identical. I can smell the differences to Fantasy. Now, generally, I don't like doing perfume videos with telling you guys, oh, it smells like another fragrance. But it does. Like, to the T, smells like Fantasy. Compare the notes. In Fantasy, we have top notes of lychee, golden quince, exotic kiwi. Sound like the top notes of this one. We go back to top notes of this one. We got dominating type notes of golden quince, exotic kiwi, and cassis. Okay, so cassis and red lychee are the two different things in there. The mid notes are cupcake, white orchid, white chocolate orchid, and jasmine petals. Okay, so we got jasmine petals, white chocolate, and orchid, but no cupcake. Okay, but I think they put in another little. Oh. They put the osiris root in the middle instead of the base of this one. And the base notes of this one are creamy musk, vanilla pod, and Indian sandalwood. Okay? So in Fantasy we got creamy musk, osiris roots, and sensual woods. Okay. So, comparison, if you didn't really know the notes of these two fragrances, you smell them side by side, you would think they smell identical. In my opinion, this does smell a little bit different than Fantasy, not by much. My husband's favorite fragrance is the Fantasy. I probably have 3 or 4 empty bottles of that floating around my house, including the full one I have in my collection. But it is the only thing that he noticed when I had him smell it was that it didn't last as long, and that's just because it's an Eau Toilette versus an Eau Parfum. But first off, let's talk about this bottle. Could we have gone like pink diamond? Okay, perfect name. Pink diamond. Okay, perfect name for it. But could we have gone any like? If you're gonna make a perfume that smells like someone else's perfume, can we make it any? Granted. Thank God this box isn't like exact as like Fantasy. It's a good thing it's not like a pink diamond on the front of the box with like little swirly things. I would have called copyright on that one. But the box of this one got a pink diamond on the front, Cher Llyod on the, or pink diamond on the top, Cher Llyod on the front in silver. A little information about it on the back. You got all this information. Now, something I did notice about this that kind of bothers me is if you guys notice how it's got this. When you open it up, it says Love Cher Llyod on the inside. It opens up and it sits, like that's the inside. It sits like this on the inside of the box. My personal opinion, we could have made the box a little bit bigger and set it upright like that. Or we could have made the box a little bit wider. You don't even need to make it a little wider. Maybe a little bit taller and have it sit on its side. But anyway, enough with the box. Anyway, two things that bother me about this bottle is, one, it's kind of awkward to hold, and the cap is magnetic, which I actually kind of like this idea of the magnetic cap. Not very many people do this. Justin Bieber did it with Girlfriend, but not very many people do the magnetic cap. But it's very, very cheap plastic. Like, it seems like you're putting plastic blocks or Legos together when you put it together. It is nice that it snaps right back, and there's 4 magnets. I don't know if you guys can see. There are 4 magnets on the top, and this whole top of the inside is just, you know, metal, so it just sticks anywhere. But the thing that bothers me, and I've heard a lot of people talk about this, it is like impossible to hold. Like, when you hold it, it's impossible. My opinion, we should have, like, cool, keep the pink diamond idea, flip it on top, have the top come off, and spray it like this. I don't know if that would have been much better, but still. So, let me spray it. And the other thing is, like, when you go to spray it, some of it, like, lands on the metallic-y part. So, straight off, we get a lot of that, you know, that quince. The quince and the kiwi kind of, like, are there in the beginning. But as it dries, it becomes very vanilla-y and sandalwoody. And that chocolate kind of dries down more with it. And it's, as it dries down, it smells a lot more like Fantasy than when you first spray it. When you first spray it, it smells like Fantasy, but it smells like Fantasy's younger sister. But it's just, to me, it smells very cheap. It smells very like she did, like she probably wore Fantasy when she was younger and tried to make a Fantasy perfume reminiscence of her childhood, and couldn't think of what she was making and put these together and like, oh, that's exactly what I used to wear, because that's what she used to wear. So you guys, to kind of wrap it up, in my opinion, if you want to go out and buy this fragrance, it's going to be very cheap. I've read people who've gotten it for like $5 or $6. I mean, I found it on Amazon for like 20. But if you want to go buy this fragrance, more likely you're just going to buy it for the novelty or because you like Cher Llyod. It doesn't last, in my opinion, it doesn't last more than like 2.5 hours on my skin. If I was you, I would spend the money and buy the Fantasy. It's going to last a little bit longer. You're going to like it more. I don't like downgrading perfume, but if I could have found, I think this perfume is the perfume in my collection that literally has an identical, like almost identical. I've heard a lot of people say, you know, Taylor smells like Fancy Love. I think it does a little bit, but in my opinion, it smells a little more fruitier and tangerine-y more than Fancy Love. Fancy Love's more powdery and floral. So I can tell a difference between those. Like, if you would come up to me and you were wearing Fancy Love, I would be able to tell versus you wearing Taylor. This, I don't think I could honestly tell the difference between you wearing Fantasy and you wearing Cher Llyod's Pink Diamond. So, lasting power, 2.5 hours, like I said. I only really wanted it for the bottle. I mean, this is kind of a fun bottle. This is actually one bottle that is supposed to sit on its side versus like Killer Queen, which looks stupid unless it's standing up like this. I imagine you could probably put this in some sort of stand and have it stand up, but it looks kind of cool just chilling on its side like that. So, like I always say, you guys comment, like, subscribe below. Follow me on Twitter, link is in the description. If you guys have any more requests for something you want to see, let me know. I will get around to them. I'm not forgetting about you guys, just trying to get around to the ones you guys have requested. Thanks, you guys.